and very warm welcome to Raf Limbs. This is Farooq Hussain. In this hands-on video tutorial, we will learn how we can download and install Debian 11. Debian 11 just released on October 9, 2021, and today is 14 October 2021. So to download Debian, we need to visit the Debian website. It's debian.org, and there you can see the download button here, and let me click here and start downloading the latest release of Debian. It's Debian 11.1.0 in 64 bits, so you can have the Debian, and the download has a start. Let me show you where. So Debian 11.1.0, and it's about 378 MB. So let the download complete, and let us see what is Debian and why Debian. So Debian is one of the Linux distribution like Ubuntu, like Fedora, like CentOS. So it's an operating system, and there are number of reasons to have Debian as your operating system, as a user, as a developer, or even in enterprise environment. So you can have the Debian, and as a user you can see the Debian is free software. Not only free, it's open source software. It's 100% open source software, so free for anyone to use, modify, and distribute. That's what I mean to say open source. And the stable, Debian is stable and secure. Debian is a Linux based operating system for a wide range of devices, including laptops, desktop, servers. We provide a reasonable default configuration for every package, as well as regular security updates during the package's lifetime. So long-term support is for 5 years, and another system is also available. Debian has extensive hardware support, so it has extensive, and you can try Debian by using live CD. You can have the live CD to check Debian before you install. Debian provides smooth upgrades, so you can update and you can upgrade as well easily. And Debian is based for many other distribution. That's what I mean. This is what my favorite is, including the Ubuntu, Knopex, PureOS, SteamOS, all the tails, they are actually the Linux distribution, and they based on Debian. So the Debian provides all the tools so that everyone can extend the software packages from the Debian archive with their own packages if needed. So, and there's a huge community of Debian. So as a developer, multiple hardware archives, so it has a multiple archive. It's available for all types of packages, AMD 64, i386, and so on. 34 bits, 64 bits, all are available here. Anyways, so Internet of Things and embedded devices also support. Linux, Debian also support these types of architecture. The devices, huge number of software packages. That's what my favorite is actually. Debian has a large number of packages. Currently in a stable 59,000 packages, which use the deb format. Koha is also use the deb format for the repository. DSpace also use the deb format. So that's why Koha, Debian is recommended, first recommended for Koha and the Debian as well. So the different release, not only the stable release, it has a number of release available, so you can have. Debian is reliable. Debian has many experts. Debian is secure, long-term support, cloud images, and so on. So this is what Debian, and let's have a look for the download. It's still remaining, so and you can have the mirror as well. if you want to work. See, so it has released on October 9, 2021, and here we have the release note of Debian 11.1. So you can check the code name of this version is Bulleye, and this one is a stable distribution of Debian. And there you can also find some country specific mirror, so you can have your country specific Debian, and there are some bug fix, some security updates, Debian installer, and some useful URL. So let us check the download is completed now. To make this ISO file, we need to have the software. It's called Rufus. We have already discussed the Rufus in one of the last video. So let me open the Rufus. And if you want to learn about how you can work on Rufus, so you can have that video within the description of this video or on the I button. So here we need one USB, free USB on your uh, computer. For example, I have already insert one USB here, this one. So I'm going to make this USB as the bootable flash drive. The USB is of Ubuntu, so I would like to make the bootable flash drive with the uh, image that we have downloaded. So let us select the image. So in download we have this Debian 11. So and now we can actually work on this. So start working. Okay. Okay, so it's a write in ISO image mode recommended, and say all the data on this device, on this USB or flash drive will be destroyed. So I said okay, and now it has start working to create a bootable flash drive of Debian, and then we just need to insert that flash drive in our system and we can install the Debian. So it might take few times, so let me pause my video here and I'll come back when it may complete. So it has done now, and our USB is bootable flash drive of Debian is ready to boot, and you can see the volume name is Debian 11.1.0, and what we use actually BIOS, so we can set within the BIOS of this, and the so let me close now and let me show you what we did. So there we have Debian, and we just need to insert this uh, bootable flash drive in our computer system where we need to install Debian. So alternatively, we can check the VM, I mean the virtual machine with this ISO. So let me show you with one VM, I mean the virtual machine. So here I'm going to open the VM workstation. It's one of the licensed product. So you need to have the license, and we have some alternate for this. It's like a VM PlayStation. That's actually one free product, or you can have the Oracle virtual box. So we have a complete video on the virtualization within this description of this video or also on the I button. So you can create some virtual machine to check your system to work on along with Windows. So you can create some virtual machine along with Windows to check your Debian or any other ISO. So you can create some virtual machine along with Windows, like to check some Ubuntu or Debian ISO. So we are going to create one new virtual machine with the installed Debian ISO. So we need to select the typical one that's actually recommended, and there we need to provide the ISO that we have downloaded. So it's in the download folder. So it's Debian 11. So we select this and let us start with this. And next, and now it's automatically detect the Linux as the operating system. And there you can see the version. It's Debian 10. Because it has not updated here in VMware, so it has by the Debian 10. So don't worry. So let's move on, and there you can change the virtual machine name to any like Raflims or Raflims Debian. And next, and there you need to provide the hard disk, for example 60 GB, and there you have two options to store the hard disk. One is to store virtual machine as a single file, or you can split virtual machine into multiple files. So splitting is easy to move your virtual machine to another system, so we are going with the splitting. And the next, and there you can check the hardware with this virtual machine, and the memory is actually 2 GB. So let me increase up to 6 GB for this virtual machine and close this, and there you can see it's 60 GB of hard disk and 6 GB is of memory RAM size, and finish this, and our virtual machine is ready to run, and we need to power on this virtual machine. And now the installation may begin, and this process is actually the same for the installation of Debian from the bootable flash drive on your computer system. So let me bigger the size, let me full screen this virtual machine. Okay, okay. So we are in this, and now it has to start the process, and from there toward end the whole process is the same. Either you use the virtual machine, either you use the physical computer system. So we need to select the language. So of course we are going with the English and the United States. Select your location, so you can select your location. We are in Pakistan. So let me check Pakistan is available here or not. If not available, so let us go with the US. It's actually the default mirror, that's why. Loading the additional component. So detecting the network. Okay, configure the network. Please enter the host name for this system. So if you have any host name, so you can add the host name. You can consult your network administrator, but let us go. We do not have any host name, so I think we need to back this. Uh, just an example. So you can add your domain here and the root password. To to work as an admin user, you need to provide some root password here. And you need to repeat the root password here. And full name of the new user. So a username for your account. So and set up the user and the password. So and the clock. So Eastern. And guided entire disk. Okay, we can go with this, or you can have the manual disk setup. So we are going with the, and there, continue, and all files in one partition, or you can create multiple partition here. And there it's actually saying to format the partition. So let us format this. And there it's actually ask you to configure the package manager. So if you wish to scan more media, please insert another one now. So we are going with the default one. It's Debian GNU and the this one. So let me move on. If you can have any other, so you can select that. So there's actually configure the package manager. So we are going with the United States, or you can select your country specific package. So we are going with the default one. So and there we need to select the package name, and It's usually work with the Debian, I mean the depth version, so we select this one. It's actually good. So let us go for education, for organization, for other, I mean others. So you can have all these the formats. So we can move on, and there you can provide some proxy, or if there's nothing, so leave it blank here, and you can configure proxy later on. And say select and install software, so it has the software installed here. Okay, configure popularity contest. This choice can be later modified, so I think go with no. Yes, this one is most important. So you can go with the GNOME, you can go with the Debian desktop environment, you can have the SSH server, you can have the mat, but let us go with the default one and the continue. So now it may install the software according to the last package. It might take few time, as you can see it's 1360 and it's 148. So it has retrieved 153 of 1360 packages, I mean the softwares. So let me pause here. Okay, it has complete that. So now we need to install the group bootloader. So let us continue with this. And you need to make the newly installed system bootable by installing the group bootloader on a bootable device. So we will say okay, entire device manually. So we can select this option, or we can go with the uh, device partition. So this is the main partition. So let us go. And finishing the installation. Now we are very close to install the Debian 11 on a virtual machine, and the same steps you need to follow for a physical machine. So this is actually a recommended way out to install Debian 11 on a physical machine or also on a virtual machine. So it's done. So what is the message? Finish the installation. Installation complete. Installation is completed. So it is the time to boot into your new system. Make sure they remove the installation media. It's talking about the bootable flash drive or any other media. So we are actually creating one of the virtual machines. So there's no media, but we need to yes, if we might insert some bootable flash drive that we need to remove from the system in case of physical machine, but we are on the virtual machine, so it's on. Uh, so now the our VM has started again. So we need to go in the Debian and the booting Debian GNU Linux. So starting now. For the very first time, it might take few time to start to initiate, and there we need to wait for few minutes. Now let us see it has started. You can see this is Debian 11, and now we are going to log in for the very first time. The password that we have assigned. So here we are on the Debian 11. So there you can see the activities. We have all these applications available. Uh, Firefox and check around, see what available, what we are working currently open. So for the very first time, it will take few time to initiate, to run for each and every application. So you need to be patient here, and you need to use. Now this is actually Firefox ESR ready, so we can work on this. Uh, you can open any application or any other whatever you want, for example YouTube, or you can go to my channel there. And there you can open terminal. So terminal, and now you are ready to go. You can install Koha, DSpace, or any other application or any other system within the uh, Debian 11. So we have completed the installation. I mean, the downloading and installation of Debian 11, and the same steps you have to follow to install Debian within your physical machine. Here we are using one virtual machine, and you need to create one bootable flash drive, and through that flash drive, I mean the USB, you can install Debian within your physical machine. Thank you very much. You're watching RAFLIMS. In some of other videos, we will try to install Koha or any other integrated library system within the Debian or digital library system. So thank you very much. You're watching RAFLIMS. This is Farooq Hussain. Take care.